way.
Well done.
You can be. But we do have one of the stars of Wicked with us this morning, Lucy Durack. Hi, Lucy. How are you?
Hi there. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. Now, you don't know me, but I'm a lot like Brad Pitt.
Look, I have a picture right in front of me.
We gave her a picture of you.
Well, you'll know I'm nothing like Brad Pitt. We share
I
the
wouldn't
same.
say that.
No, the only thing is we're both male and we're both named Brad. I can assure you. Now, you're part of Wicked. What a wonderful success it's been.
Yeah, we've been so lucky. We've been going for over 2 years now. We opened in Melbourne in 2008, and we're now in Sydney at the Capitol Theatre until September 26th. So I'm heading off after this to go and do 2 shows. And unfortunately, we'll miss the Frio song this afternoon because of it. But I was actually just saying to these guys, I was lucky enough to sing the anthem with Amanda Harrison, who at the time was playing. There's the Wicked's about the 2 witches from The Wizard of Oz. The Glinda the Good Witch, who I play, and the Green Witch, the Wicked Witch, and how she becomes wicked and all of that sort of thing. And it's a really fascinating story. But Amanda, my friend who was playing Elphaba at the time, the Green Witch, we got to sing the anthem at the grand final for the Geelong Hawthorn game.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, which was really exciting, not like the year before. But unfortunately, they got us in a car straight away. It was probably the most exciting moment of my whole life. And we hopped straight in the car and had to go and do a matinee straight away afterwards. And I didn't get to stay and watch the game.
How scary is it to sing in front of all these people?
It was pretty, a pretty amazing mix of and to have the 2 teams lined up on either side of you and their energy and I was so nervous and knowing the sort of crowd that you've got over the world really with the television audience and that sort of thing. That was terrifying, but so exciting. As I say, we were wearing inner ears so we could thing so we could hear the backing track and that sort of thing. But as soon as we finished, I quickly pulled them out just so I could have that vibe of what it really felt like and what it sounded like to be out in the middle of the MCG.
Lucy, you are so durable. You've been in so many wonderful performances. 42nd Street, Kiss Me Kate, Oklahoma. Is there anything you can't do?
Yes, there's plenty. Kick a football is one of them. I'm purely a spectator. But I have been really lucky. There've been so many good shows around since I graduated from uni, but really I have to say that the most exciting and enjoyable one has been Wicked. So I feel really lucky to be doing that right at this point in time.
And let's be honest. And I was talking to a performer recently, and I'll get to that story in a moment. But you're not going to be the richest person in the world performing on stage, but you do it, and everyone that I've spoken to, they do it because they absolutely love it.
Yeah, you definitely don't get into show business for the money. you get into it for the love of, and when you're working, the money's good and that sort of thing. Well, of course, there's. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, if you want money, you just do what Brad does.
Excellent.
Right. Okay. You two just gang up on me.
Well, I just love it. I've always loved it, and I'm really lucky to be working in what I love. And I think that's the thing as a performer is you do have to think, no matter what what you're doing in different parts of the arts, there are going to be times when you're sort of looking for the next job because it's a bit unstable. But that's the gamble you play.
You do. Yeah, absolutely.
To follow your dreams.
Lucy, I'm always amazed how you become the characters, and I'll tell you a very quick story. Earlier this year, I met a lady over dinner, and we were chatting away, and she'd been performing in the West End and whatever, and I didn't really twig. And it was only later on I was chatting to someone and I mentioned I'd met this woman, and then when we caught up again, he mentioned to me that she was Dusty Springfield. I'm talking of Tamsin Carroll.
Tamsin Carroll,
So then when we caught up again over dinner with mutual friends, I said, Tamsin, I have seen you. I saw you in Dusty, and you were amazing.
She is amazing. She's a good friend of mine, actually, and she's incredible. Such a fantastic actress. And she has played an enormous range of roles, including, of course, Dusty and Nancy and Oliver and all sorts of things. She was in the original Shout as Johnny O'Keefe's wife. She's amazing, and she's a really nice person too, as you'd know, because you had dinner with her.
Exactly. Now, you're from Subiaco. Today, the Swannies are playing the Dockers, so here begs the question. Your football team is who?
My football team is the Dockers.
Oh.
My dad's dad had connections to East Freo, so when the Dockers came about, all except for my one sister thought we'd go with the Dockers, and she stayed with the Eagles and laughed at us every year until this year. So we've been pretty happy this year. They're doing a good job, but yeah, I am growing up in Perth, you know, you sort of don't have a choice. You have to follow one or the other.
One or the other.
And I guess if the Dockers aren't playing, I'm a bit fickle. I will go for the Eagles because I'm, you know, a patriotic West Australian at heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucy, thank you very much for coming on The Bounce. We really appreciate it. Chris, have you seen Wicked yet?
No, I haven't. But
okay, we should get there. I know it's been extended. It now closes the day after the AFL Grand Final, 26th of September. It's at the Capitol Theatre, and from all reports, it is just super. Lucy, thank you very much. Great to have you in here.
Lovely to chat. Thanks for having me.
Terrific. Good on you, Lucy Durack there from Wicked. We're going to